Let's talk some more of that talk. You know, as a parent, I can say I'm glad that the dope game has came and gone. And what this is nowadays is not the era that we call the DG. You know, this is, I don't know. I'm not finna explain it, but it's not the profitable era we grew up in. Now, I'll be honest with you. Back in them days, you had them turfs, you know, and man, you had to hit that weight pal that was on the turf. You had to hit that punching bag and that speed bag if you got one up, and you got to be on that dip bar. That was mandatory where we was at. You know what I'm saying? I remember my cousin used to always cap on me. Come on, man, you got to do more. You got to do more, man. Like I said, my cousin, rest his soul, Soda Roaster, man. You know, and Zoe used to work me out like crazy. But before I get thrown off the track, reminiscing about my big cuz, man. The guys nowadays, they depend on violence of weapons. Now, I'm not saying that the gentlemen back in the days didn't do that. What I'm saying is the gentlemen back in the days, they admired using these. They admired folks knowing, hey, man, you know what I'm known for? Knocking your ass the fuck out. You know? And that, having the skill of utilizing your rock'em sock'em bop'ems, you know, that made it more justifiable when you had to pick up that firearm. You're not picking it up out of fear. You know, I look at these young men nowadays, and I'm like, if you that mad at that man, I hope YouTube don't get me for this one. But where I growed up in the era that you beat a motherfucker to death, you know? If you want him gone that bad, you use your goddamn fist, and you beat him to death, man. I'm sorry, that's how it went. But at least with that, you wasn't getting charged with no firearms. You wasn't labeled as no menace. Both of y'all battled till the most skilled one won. And unfortunately, what happened. But it wasn't like what you see nowadays with all this shooting, violence, and guns. That's all I'm saying. And I just want to speak that upon you young men. You got too much to lose.